You know, at the beginning of the year, it feels like it's a blank slate. We have an opportunity to think about what we want to accomplish in the new year. And health and fitness are usually pretty high on most people's list. How can we improve our health and our fitness? And Tai Chi is a wonderful exercise to include in your regimen if you haven't done that before, or to continue and to increase your practice, because the benefits of doing Tai Chi really accrue the more you practice. And the benefits are many, right? Tai Chi can improve your balance. It can lower stress and anxiety. It improves your brain function. Let's just look at those three. That's just three of the benefits, but let's just look at those and how some of the underlying principles help you with those benefits. Think about balance. As you even if you're just first learning Tai Chi, you learn the idea of substantial and insubstantial, where your weight is. And you learn your Chi walking, rocking forward on that leg, rock back. Now bring all the weight onto that left leg. Don't lift this right leg until it's completely empty or insubstantial. Rocking forward, rocking back. Do this Chi walking with me so you can really start to feel how Tai Chi helps you with your balance. Think about water flowing. Don't lift this right leg until it's empty. Now that water's in the left, let it flow into the right. Let that left leg become insubstantial or empty. And really what this does for us, which is a great application for a new year as well, is not only does it improve your balance, but it tells you that you have a choice in your movement. When you do your Chi walking, play this game every once in a while. Don't always assume that you're going to step forward. If you're completely balanced, you know where your weight is, you can actually choose to step to the side. You can choose to step backwards. You can choose to go forwards again. So think about how that gives you choice in your movement. Kick, smash, and box the ears also helps you improve your balance on one leg, right? We learn to be rooted and grounded. We learn to keep this column straight, substantial and insubstantial. Letting this leg be insubstantial, we lift, kick, smash, then we lower our center of gravity, thinking about that rooted and grounded, and then move from our dantian to box the ears, which keeps our shoulders in harmony with our hips. We don't fall forward in Tai Chi. I don't kick, smash, and box the ears. I learn to lower that center of gravity, move from my dantian, and I'm balanced in that movement. Thinking about stress relief, thinking about how Tai Chi can help our bodies get into the parasympathetic system, not always in that fight or flight sympathetic system. I'm going to turn towards the mirror this time now. And one of the basic movements that we learn is wave hands like clouds. If you just learn to move from the dantian, rotating on your central column, you can start to feel that relaxation from wave hands like clouds. If we just focus on moving from our limbs and we move like this for wave hands like clouds, you can't do that for very long. But if you focus on that, moving from the dantian, rotating on your central column, now your body can relax and you can start to breathe, which is a huge part of that relaxation. Think about Part the wild horse's mane, breathing in as you gather that energy, breathing out as you release the energy. Breathing in, thinking about your substantial and insubstantial as you step, breathing out as you release. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do the ward off sequence together. Again, thinking about stress relief and where does that come from? Letting your body relax, thinking about being completely balanced. Being balanced is part of being less stressed. The breathing, but also that whole idea of continuous movement. Water flowing gently, which the ward off sequence does a great job. Breathing in here, then stepping out, breathing out as you ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back, breathing in. Breathing out as you rotate and press. Breathing in, coming towards your body. Breathing out as you push away. Then as you turn to the other side and gather energy, you're breathing in, breathing out. Grasp the bird's tail. Breathing in as you roll back. Breathing out as you rotate and press. Breathe in with pushing chi and breathing out. So that whole idea of continuous motion is also one of the underlying principles that helps support that benefit of stress relief. With improvement in brain functioning, when you're doing your Tai Chi, you have to be doing dual function. You're doing a dual task. You're doing a physical activity and you're having to think about applying those underlying principles. You're also having to think about, where are my feet going? Where are my hands going? You have to remember which move comes next in the sequence of the form. So there's lots of brain work that goes on. Sometimes, however, our muscle memory can take over. So there's another way to kind of switch on the brain function benefit and think about doing the form in a different way. And I call this looking forwards and backwards. So in a minute here, we're going to do the form the way we normally do it, and we're going to do it in the other direction. But before we do that, let's think about which moves that we do that we might need to review doing on the other side of our body. Things like brush knee, we do on both sides of the body. So when we do brush knee, we're already doing it on both sides of the body. There's not a lot of brain work in doing it the opposite direction. There are some moves, however, that in the form that we only do on one side of the body, or we only do in one direction. Wave hands like clouds, we only do stepping to the left in the form. But it's not really all that hard to step to the right. The rotation happens just like it does going to the left. That substantial and insubstantial change happens just the same. So that's an easy one, going in the opposite direction. Another easy one is play the guitar, right? We do play the guitar on this side. The opposite is lifting hands. It's a move from the long form, and it is the opposite of play the guitar. Our left hand is high in play the guitar. Lifting hands, the right hand is high. It's not all that difficult. It's actually a different movement, but they are opposite movements. Single whip, we only do on one side of our body. We form a bird's beak on the right, and we step out with that left. Not all that hard to form a bird's beak on your left and step out with your right. It might feel a little different, but it's not all that hard. There are a couple moves, however, that start to be a little bit of brain work. If you think about white crane spreads its wings, we're coming from a left part the wild horse's mane in the form. We step up with that right, tap that left toe, and white crane spreads its wings. So try that with me again. Coming from a left part the wild horse's mane. You step up with your right foot and tap that left toe, white crane spreads its wings. But what if we're coming from a right part the wild horse's mane? You have to step up with your left foot, tap your right foot, and now white crane spreads its wings is like this. So try that again with me. Holding the ball to the left, step out, part the wild horse's mane. Step up with that left foot, tap the right foot, and now white crane spreads its wings, looks like this. It probably feels a little awkward, but that's okay. This is where your brain is having to function going, wait a minute, I thought it was the other way. Now you want me to do this. And which foot do I step? So you're actually building new neuromuscular connections, which is awesome. There are a couple other movements that are pretty hard on the body, especially if you just let muscle memory take over. So it's not hard on the body, it's hard on the brain. One of those is deflect, intercept, and punch. So normally we have the weight on the left side. We have our hands at our left hip. Left hand is open, right hand is in a loose fist. We step out, deflect. Then we step up with that left foot. It's an empty step. And then we step out and punch. So let's do that one again. Bringing your weight to the left, step out right, deflect, intercept, and punch. Right? That feels really good. Now I want you to try it on the other side. And you have to promise me that you'll laugh at yourself. Don't get frustrated. This is fun, okay? Bring your weight to the right. Now your right hand is open, your left hand is in a loose fist. You're going to step out with that left foot, bringing your hands up. Step up with the right into an empty step. Left hand comes to your left hip, and then you step out and punch with your left. So try that one again with me. Bring your weight over to the right. Left hand is in a fist, right hand is open. Step out, deflect, intercept, and punch. Go into your pushing chi. Pushing chi. Excellent. Good. The last one that we're going to rehearse before we do the form, forwards and backwards, is pick the needle up from the C bottom. So in the normal form, hold the ball to the left. We step out, Fair Lady works the shuttle on the right. Then we step out, Fair Lady works the shuttle on the left. Step up with that right foot, tap the left toe. The right hand comes down and around, points towards that left foot. Come up and fan through the back. So let's do that one again, holding the ball to the left. Step out, Fair Lady works the shuttle. Rocking back. Think about your underlying principles now. Fair Lady works the shuttle. Step up. The left toe is empty. Pick the needle up from the C bottom, moving from your dantian. Come up, block, and fan through the back. Now we have to do it on the other side. So holding the ball to the right, step out. Fair Lady works the shuttle. Don't forget this underlying principle of substantial and insubstantial. Fair lady works the shuttle. Step up with that left foot. Tap the right toe. Now the left hand comes down and around. Pick the needle up from the C bottom. Come up, block, and fan through the back. I know that felt awkward, and your hands are probably going, what? And that's okay. Let's do it again. Holding the ball to the right. Fair lady works the shuttle. Rocking back. Fair lady works the shuttle. Step up, left. Keep this right hand high. Let that right toe be empty. Left hand comes down and around. Pick the needle up from the C bottom. Come up, block, and fan through the back. So like I said, your brain should be going, what? I don't know what's going on. And that's a good thing because you're waking up the brain and making it work harder. So here at the beginning of the year, we're going to make our brains be wide open and wide awake, and we're going to make our bodies do something a little bit different. We're going to do the form the way we normally do it, the correct way, and then we're going to go right in and go the other direction. So just relax, have fun, think of it as playtime with your Tai Chi. So the first thing I want you to think about, though, is let your knees be soft, feel the ground, feel as if you're suspended from the crown of your head. Don't forget those underlying principles as we move through the form. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe it out and sinking down. Bring the weight over to the right and open left. Preparation. Holding the ball, step out, part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane. One more, part the wild horse's mane. Stepping up, white crane spreads its wings. Brush knee. Brush knee. One more, brush knee. I fell, wasn't focused. And play the guitar. Repulse the monkey. And ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Think about your breathing here. Breathing in, ward off. Breathing out, grasp the bird's tail. Breathe in as you roll back. Breathe out as you rotate and press. Breathing in and breathing out as you push. Coming into your single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Single whip. High pat on horse. kick, smash, and box the ears. Turning, kicking left, snake creeps, pheasant stands. Snake creeps, pheasant stands. Fair lady works the shuttle. Fair lady works the shuttle. Pick the needle up from the sea bottom. Come up, block, fan through the back. Turning over that right shoulder. Deflect, intercept and punch. Pushing chi. Return the tiger to the mountain. Now don't close. Go right into preparation. And now holding the ball to the left, step out, part the wild horse's mane. Part the wild horse's mane. One more, part the wild horse's mane. Now here comes that white crane. Step up with the left. Let the right leg be empty. White crane spreads its wings. Now start your arm circles with your left, then your right, bringing your hands over to your left hip. Step out, brush, knee right. Brush, knee left. Brush, knee right. Stepping up, and this is actually lifting hands. Now repulse the monkey. Stepping back with your right. Stepping back left. Stepping back right. Stepping back left. And now ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Now don't let your muscle memory take over. You still have to do the other side. So holding the ball. Ward off. Grasp the bird's tail. Roll back. Rotate and press. Pushing chi. Bringing your weight to the right. Come back to the left, forming a bird's beak on the left, and single whip. Now wave hands like clouds going to the right. There's one step, two steps, three steps, forming that bird's beak on the left, and single whip. High pat on horse, step up with that left, then step out right. Then bringing your weight to the left, bring it back to the right, and kick, smash, and box the ears. Turning over your right shoulder, kick right. Form a bird's beak on that left, step out, snake creeps. Pheasant stands, turning, snake creeps, pheasant stands. Step down right, holding the ball to the right, step out left, fair lady works the shuttle. Fair lady works the shuttle. Step up with that left foot, let the right foot be empty. Pick the needle up from the sea bottom. Come up, block, fan through the back. Turning over your left shoulder, bring your weight back to the right. Left hand is in a fist, right hand is open. Step out, deflect, intercept and punch. Pushing chi. Return the tiger to the mountain. And close. So I hope you had some fun with that. You can see that making your brain think about different things will really set those neurons on fire, and that's a good thing. Have some fun. Practice doing the form that way. Challenge your body, challenge your brain to see if you can make that smooth. And, you can see if you aren't fully in the moment in Tai Chi. Remember that meditative effect comes from that deep breathing, that relaxation, from being in the moment, really thinking about what you're doing, focusing on what you're doing. If you're not in the moment, things can go a little bit haywire. My brain was actually thinking about, when I lost my balance, my brain was actually thinking about 2 steps too far ahead and whether I was in the right place. So you can see that even I can lose my balance. That's okay. It's actually a good thing. Remember, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about embrace the mistake. So when that happens, I look at it and I go, yeah, I know what happened. I lost my focus. So practice looking forward and backward. Think about how you're going to incorporate Tai Chi into your regular daily exercise program. And by the end of 2023, you can look back and say, I really am healthier. I feel more relaxed. My body is able to deal with stress so much better. I feel more balanced when I'm moving. I can smile at the world. So